All right, guys, Joe is going to do a little bit of back work with the dumbbells and shrugs, these front shrugs, and some different things, and push-ups going through the same loop. So I'm going to get me a seat over here so I'm not on camera, and hope you guys enjoy. We're trying to show you doing some different things together, and hope this helps you out. And if you are into the boxing, it will help you out. So whenever you're ready, son. And Mike Tyson would do 500 of these or 1,000 a day of this particular dumbbell work. And you know our philosophy, we build the body to be able to be a strong fighter. Everything that we're trying to do is designed to be the baddest fella on the planet. Joe, I don't know if this is going to go down. Yeah, when you go down, the camera should go down with you. So you do 2 or 3, 4 or 5 things together in a super set, and do all these things in sets here, then take you a little rest. Right now, Joe's got what? It's just 3 exercises. So this is just 3 things. 4. Okay, it's just 4 things. So this is probably the less of a different combination of exercises of anything that Joe's been doing. So he'll take about a minute and then he'll get back on it. How's your back feeling? Good. Okay, great. So he's been doing a lot more rope work. So that has been helping his back out. And I'll say again, for those of you that hadn't, maybe this is the first video you hap upon or you hadn't watched in a while and come back. Joe's back's been hurting him real bad. And a couple of 3 days ago, he just decided to go up to the gym and get on the machines and do some dead weight work and just worked the pain out of his back. You got to be careful when you do things like that. We had another instant 7 to 9 months ago, is the same thing. And after about a week to 10 days of him having real bad back problems, he just was like, to heck with it, Dad, I just need to work my back. So he worked it and worked it really strenuously and worked his back into good health again. But you got to be very careful. Excuse me. All right, guys, while Joe's taking a break, these are constant things. I'm damn near 100-year-old, so these things slip my mind too. But Joe, when you push or make the pull, the exhaling needs to happen. So if you're pulling the weight, whichever direction you're going with the weight, you breathe in when you let down. If you are pushing something, I know you don't do bench pressing, but if you were to press up, you and control that breathing. You do that in boxing pretty well, but if you go into being a train wreck in one round of any contest or fight, you're going to gas yourself out in a minute. So you just get into pattern. You just got off beat here because you normally try to do this, but get your breath right. Yeah. No ands, ifs, or buts about that. You got to get your breathing needs to be at a controlled pace and rate. You're a big guy, and even though we're not doing the weight training, folks, for him to, I'm going to talk a few minutes here, for him to, that it should zap a lot of oxygen, it's still going to zap a lot of oxygen. But he's training for power fighting, slugging, we're just not training to get in a ring and dance around. Excuse me, a motorcycle just went by. He's training to get in the ring, hunt down till he knocks out or keep the other guy backing up constantly. That's what he does, so that's how we train. But you need to keep your breath right, and especially if you're building a very, very, a bigger muscular physique. If you're, in 125-pound weight class, 145-pound weight class, you don't have these worries. You still got them. You still got to breathe right, and you got to be calm in your breathing. You got to get a technique that works right for you, and what works right for you may not necessarily work right for 9 people coming behind you. So you got to find that. But a general rule of thumb is go through that nose and out through that mouth. And another big thing to do is when you're jump roping, keep that head tilted back a little bit and keep the mouth shut. Just be breathing through the nose while you're doing rope work, because you want to breathe through the nose as much as you can, because you don't want to open the mouth because you get a broke jaw. You want to be able to breathe in and out through the nose. But when you're doing dumbbell work or whatever type of work like that, you want to, if you're in the pool, you want to be like that, right? If you're in the push, and breathe in when it's coming back to you on the easier side of it. So if you go slow and you do these things right, there's some times where you'll just, the out will be as difficult as the in. The push will be as difficult as the come down. So it just depends on how slow you want to go and what you're trying to do. And there's more than one way to skin a cat. So what works here might not work with you. So you got to keep these things in mind. I've seen more guys in the fight game and in all sports have to be told to do something a certain way, and they can't apply that way And they'll wreck somebody's ability in any sport sometimes. So you got to let your and in the fight game, especially with the boxing, you have to get to a point where you can find your niche, your thing. Great work, son. And I don't know, I can't really see what's coming up on his camera too well, but Joe is just getting bigger by the day. Bigger, stronger, faster, more endurance. And that's what you do. You build a little bit each day, a little bit each week. And of course, you yourself as the participant, you may not see it, but others around you will see it and they can gauge it. And especially those whom don't see you daily. People are away from you for a week. They see you a week or two later, a month or two later. They see what's going on. They see if you are, if the building blocks of your production are increasing and benefiting you. They will see it. John will get you just do one more, and I'm not going to film what you do next. Joe's going to do some other work, but I'll leave what he's going to do next for another video. We're going to stop it here, but remember this, just warm up really, really good with some rope work and gear down with some rope work when you're at the end of your workout. No matter what you're doing, if you spar 15 rounds, gear yourself down with some rope work. Warm up with some slow, methodical rope work and cool down with some slow, smooth, methodical rope work. So he's going to do one more. We'll have about 4 sets here. How many push-ups were you doing per set?
25. So
25. You'll have 100. All right. Well, we'll do some push-ups in between what you're going to do and the next stuff that you do. So try, with Joe on days that whatever he's doing, when he's working, we try to get 200 push-ups. Not every day. If he's working legs, for example, he won't do 1 push-up. And that's just at the moment work. During the day, let's say he gets up and he comes to get a glass of water. Maybe he gets down and does 30 push-ups when he gets up from his desk because he's doing a lot of student work. Maybe he goes to the bathroom before he goes or right after or before and after. He'll do 25 or 30 push-ups. And before you know it, you got 500 in a day. And that's how you got to work. And that will really benefit you. And it will increase your numbers. And I've said this a million times. Those of you that watch regular, you'll be sick of it. But if you can't do but 1 push-up, do 1 push-up. Just have yourself up off the floor and depress to the floor if you can't do 1. And you do that as many times as you can throughout the day. And before you know it, you'll be doing 25 or 30 push-ups in a row. 50 in a row, 60 in a row. So you got to step up and work up, and small building blocks to everything. And I'm here to tell you, you can do it, young man. You can do it. These things are tried and true and as good as gold, and you can take it to the bank. You put the work in, and you get out of it, and you reap the rewards of the hard work. So if you are consistent, disciplined, you are going to turn yourself around. Motivation is something maybe I'll talk about on the next video. I've talked about motivation several times. But this is a good little workout. And I mean, it's excellent for boxing. So it would be an excellent portion to your repertoire. So is that good, Joe? All right. We've got some other things we're going to do. I don't know if I'll break it up and put it on another video or just do another video on another day. But we want you to know we love all of you. We want you to know that Jesus Christ is King, Lord, and Savior, and our God up in this house. And we hope He is in your house too. And we wish you nothing but the best. We hope everybody has a great weekend.